And good evening and welcome in to the Hive. I'm Jason Groth with Lance Rock as we get ready for more 549 media coverage of the Perham Yellowjacket volleyball squad as the Yellowjackets get ready to take on the Barnesville Trojans here tonight, Lance. And Lance, the Yellowjackets are coming off two of the toughest games they'll face all year in Wadena Deer Creek and Holly, but it doesn't really get any easier when you face another Heart of the Lakes Conference rival in the Barnesville Trojans.
No, it doesn't, Jason, and I think that's the beauty of the conference we're in, the section we're in. You're going to see good teams night in and night out, and for the Yellowjackets, I think now is the time you want to start seeing some of these moral victories turn into victories. And, you know, talking with Coach Thompson, and I know you had a chance to as well, things are happening. The progress is happening, and you can watch the hustle and cleaning up some of the errors on court and starting to do some of the little things. That's going to turn your season around eventually if you keep doing the right things.
The Yellowjackets looking for that first win. They're facing a Barnesville squad who comes in with a record of 1-1. And it should be a fun game as you look at another Barnesville team. They got some experience. They got some key players. And one of the names that definitely stands out and comes to mind is Abby John.
Oh, absolutely. You know, a talented athlete on the court, no matter what season of the year you're in, whether it's fall or winter, definitely a lot of experience there and captains that ship. But she's not the only one. You look down that lineup, Jason, and you see a lot of those same names that you just see these athletes kind of coming through, being multi-sport athletes, and we've had this discussion in years past. I love that. I think there's no other way, and that's my personal opinion. People can argue with me. There's no better way to learn to compete than to compete, and it has to be in a game-type situation, and they're going to bring a squad that's going to come, and they want to get a win anytime they're at the Hive.
With that said, we'll take a quick break here on the 549 Media Network. When we come back from our commercial break, we will be joined by Yellowjacket head coach Paige Thompson right here on the 549 Media Network.
Hear that? That's your team here at KLN cheering you on as you go through this crazy journey of life. Having a career that sets you up with a great team to cheer you on can really make a difference. Here at KLN Family Brands, not only do you have a team that's there for you, but you have benefits that will set you up to win every day. With healthcare coverage as low as $25 a month, tuition reimbursement, a $10,000 home loan program for qualified employees, recruiting bonuses, and more. Apply today, build your tomorrow at klnfamilybrands.com.
It's not necessary to build your business in Perham, Minnesota to be successful. But it sure does help. Hammers Construction, your vision, our team.
What sets the world's leading hospitals apart from the rest? It's their continued ability to deliver the highest quality patient care. Perham Health is honored to be a top 10 Minnesota hospital. Patients experience it, and Newsweek has recognized it. Even during the unpredictability of the pandemic, the nurses, doctors, and many others at Perham Health put their best foot forward. Thank you to everyone at Perham Health for continuing to provide the best patient care.
Hello and welcome back to our 549 pregame show. I'm now joined by Perham Yellowjacket volleyball head coach Paige Thompson, and tonight we welcome another Heart of the Lakes Conference rival to the Hive in the Barnesville Trojans. And first of all, Paige, what do you expect to see from them?
Scrappy and aggressive net. They always come swinging away, so we got to be ready to play defense and get our block up.
So far, you've been a really tested squad facing some tough opponents. How has that kind of helped you guys build and grow as a program?
I love that we're seeing the best competition right away. It gives a goal for our girls to complete it. We've been working in practice, so we just hope that it's going to click, and it will. We just got to keep working and trust what we're doing is the right thing. And so we're playing our best ball in October. That's our goal.
You've seen some players really step up for you guys this year. Who's been kind of the key players in those roles, and how have you seen them grow?
Greta Razor is our only returner who's in the position she's played before. So she's been kind of a constant. Addie Hackle has really stepped up. We've put a lot of pressure on her, and she's competing. She'll come swinging away, even if not every ball goes in. She's going to give 100%. Cam is also setting, which she did not do last year. She's been a key player. Yeah, those are my top 3, I would say.
Another player that seems to play a big role and is definitely really growing her position is Sophie Nelson, your libero.
For sure. Yeah, Sophie. From 8th grade ball to varsity ball, it's not an easy jump, especially when we tell her every team's going to serve it to you, every team's going to hit it towards you. She'll have errors here and there, as a freshman will, but from Thief to Holly last night, huge growth.
How have you seen her confidence during that time?
We finally see her smile on the court, which is huge. She's just got to know that they're going to pick her apart, but it's making her better, and just picture her in 4 years.
And you mentioned that the growth, you face a real strong team in Holly. What did you see from your team that night?
We had a lot of long rallies, so the score didn't actually define how I felt the game went. We competed. We had some errors here and there, which we can't do against good teams, but we made them earn some points, which is rewarding for us.
And looking at a young team, you always hear coaches kind of talk about learning how to win, and it seemed like that second set was one of those moments. You got it, I believe it was tied at 19, and then Holly went off on that run. You could just see the veteran experience there. Have you seen your girls kind of learn from that too? For
sure. We have thrown up a fight each game, and it's just fun to see that they will fight against the best teams, and we'll see. Like, we've only played good teams so far, so it's hard to compare. But just to see them fight and to see their eyes light up like we can do this, like, that's a great feeling.
One of the things I know you wanted to touch on after that first game was service and serve receive. How have you seen that go since that first night against Cedar Falls?
Our serving has improved immensely. We still have some errors here and there, but last night we said a key is to serve the ball and serve them out of system. And I don't know how many serves we missed, but it was a lot less than Thief, so that's a plus.
Another player that's kind of stepped up quiet in her role but has done a lot for you is Mari Pulver. What do you thought about her play?
So this summer, she caught my eye right away. She was my consistent girl all summer. She knows that her job is to set that block and to put the ball in play when she gets set, and she's taken it and ran with it, and she's becoming more vocal, which is fun to see in her captain leadership role. So her growth has been huge for us.
Now you face a Barnesville team, like you said, scrappy. What will be some keys for you against them?
We need to control our errors again, serve the ball. If they can't have a pass, they can't run their middle, and they have a good middle. So we got to get them on a system.
Now, familiar with them, what do you expect overall? You mentioned their middle. How's their service game, serve receive? What do they look there?
They're always fighters. They're always ready for the game no matter who they play. So I hope we just serve them out of the game so we can take it.
Now after Barnesville, you have a very busy weekend with a very tough schedule against some powerful teams down at the Southwest Minnesota Challenge. Thoughts on that tournament overall as you get ready to go? Yeah,
we open up to the #1 team in 3A. So that'll just be an experience thing. We're going to come ready to fight every match. The great thing about being in the tournament is that we'll get to play, we'll learn from it, we'll grow from it, and then we get to play again. As well as just the team bonding and having these girls just together will make us better on the court, even if we're not spending all of the time on the court.
This week has been a very busy week with, like you said, the match on Tuesday, Thursday, and now the tournament. How does that help you guys grow together as a team quickly?
They know they have to rely on each other, and it's not a single person can do everything. They need every single person on the team to do their role and do their part for us to be successful.
Tonight being Parents' Night, an important night for the program, and recognizing the work the parents done, how important is that for you guys?
We wouldn't be where we are without them. Bringing them to practice every day, feeding them meals before games. The girls go and have a team meal before every game, and they wouldn't be able to do that without the parents. So taking the time to recognize them is a huge part for us, and important for the girls to know that they wouldn't be where they are without them.
All right, Coach, anything else you'd like to add at all before tonight's game?
Nope.
All right, that's Perham Yellowjacket head coach Paige Thompson right here on the 549 Media Network.
One of our core values at United Community Bank is reinvesting in the communities we serve. I personally take great pride in this, as I'm a 5th generation in our family here at United Community Bank. We've been here for over 100 years. We take a great sense of pride in sort of that reciprocal relationship we have with our community, that, you know, we need our community members and they need us, and we love giving back and reinvesting.
And welcome back into the Hive. Once again, we'd like to thank you for tuning in to tonight's broadcast, and also like to thank our sponsors here on the 549 Media Network. I'd like to thank United Community Bank, KLN Family Brands, Perham Health, EOT Insurance, Hammers Construction, Jack Jivers Realty, Lakesay's Hardware, and New Horizons Realty for their sponsorship of 549 Media. And if you're interested in advertising, I can get you that information. Send me an email at jgrowth@perham.k12.mn.us. And Lance, we're moments away from the start of this one between the Yellow Jackets and the Trojans here at the Hive. Yellow Jackets looking to get into the win column tonight as they face a Trojan squad that's looking to improve to 2-1.
Yeah, and this is, I see a good battle coming up when listening to Coach Thompson's interview there, Jason. It's kind of the things we've hit on. If you take care of the small things, all of a sudden you start to get on a roll, and I think at times they put the pressure on Holly, and that was a really good thing to see. They didn't back down. I like the things that they're trying to run on offense here. Again, I've hit the same nail on the head, I think, every time that we've talked, is that serve receive is so important. Without getting that going, it's so hard to get in your offense. And once you're off schedule or you free over to the other team, especially those teams that are a little more veteran, they just find a way to put the hammer down, and then all of a sudden you find that 2 or 3 point deficit now is out 7 and 8, and then it's such an uphill climb. You just battle so hard, but you can't make it back.
And Yellow Jackets, one thing also we haven't really touched on, we will now, is first set struggles for the Yellow Jackets. They've kind of found themselves in that hole early and haven't really got on track. Against Holly, they really struggled in that first set, but that second set they battled back, and it came to that, those winning moments where it was 19-19, and then Holly, with their experience, went on that run to pick up that win. But I think a key tonight, getting off on the fast start, getting an early lead, and getting some confidence early.
Yeah, and one of the things I think plays in my mind, coming from the coach's angle, is these nights are so special to have parents' night, and you'll have homecoming coming up and those things. But it also kind of throws you off course or off schedule of what you do. You usually warm up at this time. We do this at this time. How are the girls going to adjust, especially when you have a younger team? It's going to be interesting to see, can they come out of the chutes? Because I think you're exactly right, Jason. It's been slow starts that have kind of nagged them, even though it's early on in the year. Now you throw another wrench into it. How does this team respond?
But another thing on that, this might be one of the first nights and days of the year where it's actually your full routine. Now you had a regular day of school. You already had that first day of school behind you, and now your normal practice routine and get ready for a game tonight, and then turn right around, head on the road tomorrow to the Southwest Minnesota Challenge, where that will be some tough competition for the Yellow Jackets. And throughout the night tomorrow, we'll try to keep you up to date if we get updates on that contest, as we'll have the battle for the paddle here on the 549 Media Network, so make sure to tune in to that. Myself and Kyle Haberman will have the call from Ted Mine Field, and it should be a fun one, Lance. The Yellow Jackets and the Lakers, it's always a unique rivalry when those two teams get together.
It sure is, and it's just fun that there's just a little bit added. It really, we're not, as far as section-wise and those things, but it's just always a great battle, and it's one of those fun things that every kid that's come through remembers the paddle game. And I think that's a great rivalry that started, and it's a friendly, great rivalry that we're looking forward to another great game.
Here tonight, we'll take a look at the starting lineups first for the visitors, the Trojans. They're coached by head coach Megan Eskegaard, assisted by Callie Strand, Maisie Burke, Janet Rasmussen, Amanda Scheffler, and Jesse Paschke. Here's their starting lineup. Starting is the center, Emmeline Bergman. Defensive specialist is Alexa Bunches. The libero tonight is Macy Pauna. An outside hitter is Lexi Have. A center, Auburn Hintz. An outside hitter, Addison Rasmussen. And a middle hitter, Abby John, for the Barnesville Trojans, who come in with a record of 1-1. The Yellow Jackets will start like this. At center will be Cameron Coast. In the front row, right side will be Jocelyn Griffin. The libero tonight again is Sophie Nelson. A middle block will be Greta Razor. An outside hitter, Mari Pulver. Also Jovi Larson, an outside hitter, and another middle in Addie Hackle. The starting lineup for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, and I think as we talk a little bit, keys to the match here, and maybe a quick start was one that you brought up earlier, which I think is phenomenal. I think it's going to be maybe the play of Jovi Larson or Jocelyn Griffin. Maybe that little extra. I saw some things out of them. Griffin from the left side, Larson from the right side, being that side of style of hitter. I think they need one or both of them to become that threat that's going to open up the middle for Hackle. It's going to open up the middle for other players, Razor. And they also need Mari Pulver to keep swinging well. And I think the more dynamic we saw that with Holly, Jason, the more I think the teams that don't have one girl with 16 kills, but they have 5 girls with 8 kills, they're such a hard team to defend and hard to get that double block on.
And one of the things the Yellow Jackets are definitely need to work on and fix is that attacking errors that they've kind of ran into a little bit here of late. In that last game, they had 18 kills, 25 errors, and that definitely not the way you want to go for the Yellow Jackets. They're led by Addie Hackle. She had 7 kills, Thought I was going to sneeze on that one. Hackle had 7 kills to lead the way. Greta Razor had 5, and it was Jocelyn Griffin, Jovi Larson, and Mari Pulver, each with 2 kills.
And I think what you said is correct, Jason. They want to get those errors out of the way, but I think it's all in the eye of the beholder. With the young team, I think I'm okay with some errors if they're swinging away. And I think that's the only way you're going to get confidence. You're not going to beat good teams night in and night out by tapping it over every time or not giving your full swing. So I think you're going to have to live with some errors as a coaching staff, and I believe that they will. It's those unforced ones that I think, listening to Coach, that she wants to clear up is, boy, it's a free hit, and I hit it right into the net. If you hit it long because you're taking a full swing, I think they can live with those. So that happy medium of making sure that you are swinging away, but yet putting it in a good place that you can help your team out.
Well, I think you're spot on with that. The swinging away part is really the key. And we're starting to see that come along since that Thief River contest where it was a lot of taps and tips. And now tonight, or against Holly, they swung a little bit more. You know they had to get a game from Wadena Deer Creek at Wadena. So hopefully the Yellow Jackets can continue that trend tonight here at home in the Hive in front of the fans.
Yeah, it's amazing how fast you go from being an unexperienced team to now you become more veteran just in 3-4 matches, and it's only going to grow from here.
And you mentioned that experience will grow this weekend at that Southwest Minnesota Challenge when you face the #1 team in 3A.
Yeah, the old saying I think comes into play. To be the best, you got to beat the best, or at least play them in this situation. And then here's where we want to get to someday.
Or it's another one, just being a corn dog, living that hot dog life. With that said, we're moments away from the start of this contest here at the Hive.
Is that a good thing, being a corn dog, living a hot dog life?
I don't know.
You're speechless.
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
just come up with those every once in a while, you know.
Hey, I'm glad you do, because it makes me think. I'll probably still be pondering that tonight as I hit the pillow for another day tomorrow.
And with that, we'll take a break. And we'll come back with your lineups here on the 549 Media Network.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Why would you wander around a warehouse store looking for paint when you could just swing by your neighborhood Ace? In addition to Ace's award-winning service, we have top-rated paint brands. Plus, our color matching technology allows us to match any color. So stop wandering and start painting. Head to your neighborhood Ace today.
Hi, this is Mallory Stotterell
And Erica Saylor from Lakes Ace Hardware.
You can expect expert help for your next project at Lakes Ace Hardware,
Right here in downtown Perham.
Since 1980, more families have depended on Jack Chivers Realty than anyone else in the Lakes area. Whether it's buying or selling, Chivers delivers. I'm Blake Olson, the owner of Jack Chivers Realty. My goal is to show you that great service doesn't go out of style like garden gnomes. At Jack Chivers Realty, we make the buying and selling process simple and stress-free. We're dedicated to guiding you through every step with ease. Find out how Chivers delivers for yourself. Reach out today and start packing. JackChiversRealty.com.
And welcome back to the Hive. Now we'll send it down courtside with public address announcer Arleone.
Scoreboard, the Barnesville Trojans. Starting with number 1, Macy Bliley. Number 3, Lydia Brayton. Number 5, Sophie Frederick. Number 6, Tessa Aberly. Number 7, Kennedy Peterson. Number 11, Ellie Axness. Number 12, Bella Snowball. Number 13, Sierra Seafeld. Number 16, Piper Thompson. Number 17, Jayla Amundsen. And number 18, Ashley Manable. Now let's meet the starting lineup for Barnesville. Number 2, Emmeline Bergman. Number 4, Lexi Bonchis. The libero, number 8, happy 18th birthday to Macy Pana. Number 9, Lexi Hale. Number 10, Auburn Hins. Number 14, Addie Rasmussen. And number 15, Abby John. Assistant coaches, Macy Berg, Janet Rasmussen, and Kaylee Strand. The head coach of the Trojans, Mrs. Megan Askagar. Now let's meet the home team on the scoreboard, the Perham Yellowjackets. Non-starters, number 4, Devin Solberg. Number 9, Sam Moltoff. Number 11, Chesney Esser. Number 12, Natalie Fletto. Number 15, Reagan Hemberger. Number 16, Maddie Kunza. Number 19, Kyla Wolf. And number 21, Brenna Keldor. Now let's meet the starting lineups. Number 1, Cameron Coast. Number 2, Jocelyn Griffin. The libero, number 3, Sophie Nelson. Number 6, Greta Razor. Number 7, Mari Palmer. Number 13, Jovi Larson. And number 14, Addie Hackle. Assistant coaches, Aaron Mosier, Tiffany Hemberger, Miranda Sazabau, and Tashi Garber. The manager, Drew closure, and head coach, Miss Paige Thompson. Good luck to both teams, and let's play some volleyball.
Arleon once again with the announcements and the starting lineups as we get ready to go for this one between the Yellowjackets and the Trojans here from the Hive on the 549 Media Network.
Right, and as you talked about, Jason, I think that fast start is something we should look for out of the Yellowjackets. And it's going to be a necessity at some point. You've got to get out early and create a little doubt in some of these teams. And look for them tonight to maybe look to their leaders and a couple of their senior leaders early to maybe get that kick started.
Quick shout out to Yellow Jacket head coach Jamison Miller in attendance. His girls tennis team and the Yellow Jacket girls on the road today against Crookston and East Grand Forks. The Yellow Jackets pick up a pair of wins today, winning by a score of 4-3 over Crookston and 5-2 over East Grand Forks. Big wins for Mr. Miller's squad as they continue to start the season strong. And also tonight, the Yellow Jacket swimming team is in action, taking on the Fosston Bagley Seals. We hope to have updates throughout on that as well. And the Yellow Jacket cross-country running team on the road at Detroit Lakes today.
School has definitely started, and the buses are rapidly leaving with the events going on. So here we go, kicking off this one.
Yellow Jackets will serve first. It'll be Cameron Coast. Push over there by Hins. And a tough return, and Barnesville strikes first on the air by the Yellow Jackets, and it's 1-0 Trojans. Lexi Hafe comes in quickly. Now serving will be Macy Pauna, who is celebrating a birthday today. Pauna with the serve, off the tape. Tough return, blocked down. Yellow Jackets keep it alive. Hackle pushes it up. Coast with the set far side. 2 hits to be called on the set there by Coast. 2-0 in favor of Barnesville.
Yeah, we talked about a quick start, Jason, and that's kind of the opposite starting here. So let's regroup, Yellow Jackets, and get a good offensive play here.
Tough set there, and Razor unable to track that one down, and it's now 3-0.
Right, and that's new from what I've seen, a little bit more of that slide with the back set. So some things you know that they're adding week in and week out to make their offense a little more dynamic even.
Set there for Razor, kept alive by Barnesville. And off the double block and down for a kill is Auburn Hins, and the Trojans are off and running, up 4-0 early. Another strong serve, that time for Griffin. Set near side, now blocked and down for the Yellow Jackets. Griffin at the net, gets the block, and that's the girl that you mentioned in the pregame show.
Yeah, and I like the kill cross court again. That's kind of been her strength. And then again, the block has been one of those positives for the Yellow Jackets, Jason. Game in and game out, they really are defending the net well. It just has to roll over now for them to make a little bit more of a run.
Greta Razor on the serve for the Yellow Jackets as Hafe sends it over. Now in the middle for Hackle. Barnesville unable to control that, and Hackle gets it down, and now it's 4-2. The Yellow Jackets with a little bit of an answer now.
Right, and they seem the most confident right now in their middle attack, and that's not a bad thing. You can build off of that. And let's continue this run, Jackets.
Nice serve there by Razor. And that's sent long for the serve receive. A little tough going there for the Trojans on the air. And it's now 4-3, and the Yellow Jackets have answered here early going in the first set of the night from the Hive. Another strong serve, tough return. Yellow Jackets had a chance, so now Barnesville will have an opportunity to take advantage here of a free one there, and it's put down, and the kill in the middle, Abby John.
Right, and that's where I think the key word you said right there was free. The Yellow Jackets have to limit that. They did a good job on their little run there, Jason, of moving the ball around and making it tougher for the Trojans to set up their offense.
Abby John with the serve, Nelson with the return. Hackle sets that over, quickly comes back. Nelson, Coast with the pass here for Griffin. Off the block. Griffin gets another kill. Jocelyn Griffin, I believe, with 2 And 5-4, the score, one of those is blocked. And now Mari Pulver will serve. Pulver. A high arcing serve. Razor saves it. Coast passes it across. Pulver will send it over. Now attack on the outside. Missed hit there. That time by Hins. The Yellow Jackets end up in the nets, and it's 6-4. Now serving will be Auburn Hins to serve here in our opening set, where it's 6-4. Nelson comes up for that one. Coast now for Griffin. Griffin goes too strong on the near sideline, and the Trojans extend the lead back to 7-4.
Tough serve there by Hins. Nice job of the Yellow Jackets getting in their offensive set. And I like the way Griffin's swinging. That one's long. We talked about errors, Jason. We can live with that one.
Now Griffin will just send it over. And that one's inside the near corner for the kill for Barnesville. Getting that one is Allison Exness. And makes it 8-4. And right now, it's the team that I think settles down on the serve receive is going to have the momentum and take control of this game. And Addie Hackle gets that one down for a kill to change the momentum back.
Nice little roll type shot there, and a good job and a perfect placement is Kunza coming into the game. She was a real spark plug against Holly, Jason. I like how she came in, was a really good defensive specialist, and then just shoots a laser right there.
And that comes right at Kunza. Unable to ground the strong hits. As putting that one down for the kill was Lexi Hafe. Hafe with power makes it 9-5. Kunza for Coast now. There, Hackle got a chance to swing away, but doing a nice job. But that one was John in the back. The down goes into the net.
Not the initial kill there for Hackle, Jason, but how clean. That was one of the really first clean offensive sets. Nice job.
But unfortunately, the Yellow Jackets were in the net on a late call, or may have been late to us, but it was made that the Yellow Jackets were in the net. Point goes to Barnesville.
Still go back to that they did a nice job with that setup, and they really did get a good swing in there, and that's what we're looking for out of the Yellow Jackets. Put some pressure on the back row of the Barnesville Trojans and make them set up their offense from a deeper spot.
Hafe back to serve right at Nelson. Now Larson off the tape over the block, kept alive though by Barnesville. Now a nice block at the net. Addie Hackle with that one. 10-6. Yellow Jackets trail by 4. Yellow Jackets trying to track it down on the near side, but a nice strong attack by Addie Rasmussen. And it's 11-6 Barnesville. Yellow Jackets not able to kind of get the rally and momentum on their side as Allison Exness will serve. Tough return, punched over by Coast. Barnesville trying to take advantage. They send it to the front row though on the attempt by Snowball.
Nice job by Coast there, just getting up over the net, Jason, and placing it in a good spot that gave the Yellow Jackets a chance to regroup, get back defensively, and it didn't matter because the ball went out of bounds. But excellent effort again by the Yellow Jackets, diving out of bounds. A lot of the little things happening right now.
Nelson with the serve, sent back over Nelson. And miscommunication, it drops. The Yellow Jackets had an opportunity there, but I think it was a tough return that kind of got them out of rhythm. Now serving for Barnesville will be Emmeline Bergman. Nelson to Coast, far side for Pulver. She adjusts, sends it over, but Barnesville has a chance again. And cutting it down for a kill, Abby John.
And I think the Yellow Jackets have to get a stop here, get that rotation. This is a good rotation right here for the Trojans, having Abby John in the middle.
And Razor sends that one long. Might be timeout territory, and it is. And the Yellow Jackets will take a timeout. They trail by 7. We'll take a break on the 549 Media Network.
New Horizons Realty is a full-service real estate company who has been helping buyers and sellers in Lakes Country for over 25 years. They understand the local market conditions because they are from here, live here, and have lifelong careers in real estate. Get a free estimate with an experienced, local, laid-back, and friendly agent that's a part of a team you can trust and will go to work for you. Visit permrealestate.com or call 218-346-7767 to speak with Chad and his dedicated team at New Horizons Realty in Perm.
Welcome back into the Hive. Yellow Jackets trailing 14-7 in set 1. Barnesville quickly out of the timeout. Yellow Jackets still talking things over with head coach Paige Thompson and her assistant coaching staff as well. She's assisted by Erin Mosher, Tiffany Hemberger, and Miranda Sesma.
Yeah, and I don't even want to speculate what they're going over, but I know they want to clean up this passing attack, Jason. And part of that is just being confident. Part of it is getting your feet moving so that you're in the right position, or getting a long serve also helps.
Hopefully out of the break, that'll give them some momentum. Yellow Jackets trailing 14-8. Griffin comes back into the front row. Cameron Coast will serve for the Yellow Jackets.
And I think anytime you take a timeout as a coach, you want something good to happen, and maybe it was just the little leg for the Trojans.
Nice block at the net, but kept alive by Barnesville. Set there, another block. Razor punches it over. Attack there for Auburn Hins. Off the block, it goes out. Off the block, it's 15-8 in favor of the Trojans.
Again, we're seeing a diversified attack, not that much different than the Holly attack. Jason, is there's 6-7 girls who now have registered a kill according to my unofficial stats. Tough to defend when you don't know where the ball's going.
And a nice strong attack again in the middle. Paige Thompson talked about Abby John, and Abby John delivers right there.
Yeah, again, that nice slide around to the backside, kind of moving her so she's hitting from different angles. That's a tough defense for the Jackets.
Razor on the attack. But a return. Coast. Griffin through the block, but Barnesville keeps it alive. Off the block and down. It's 17-8.
Yeah, and I believe that was Pana with a kind of a second swing there, Jason. And again, it's coming from all different angles in the Yellow Jackets. I don't know where the second timeout comes out here. I don't know that you want to get it much further than this, so look for them to get a good play in here.
Griffin, there is a good attack as she brought some energy with an attack there and the kill, 17-9. And I was just going to say, the Yellow Jackets, it feels like they just need that spark plug, and maybe Griffin was it with that kill there.
Well, and interesting tonight, she's hitting more from the left side, being left-handed. We've seen her at the close side to your camera most of the time that we've broadcast. So a little different look for the Yellow Jackets.
Now Pulver with the left hand, but the block is there. And winning the battle at the net was Abby John. And she's been a force, and now she will serve for Barnesville as they lead by 9. Hackle.
Must have been a block. I thought maybe 4 hits was going to be called.
I was thinking the same thing, and now the Yellow Jackets just got to punch it over, and Barnesville has an opportunity, but Coast does a nice job. Now Nelson sends it back over, but Barnesville again with a free opportunity here. Tough set near side. Razor keeps it up, now Coast far side for Sam Molzoff, who just came in. And off the block and down, getting the kill, Lexi Hafe.
That was one of the best scramble situations I've seen the Yellow Jackets have all season, Jason, as they were all over the court, and that's the energy I think you got to come with every single play. I like that, and that bodes well for the Yellow Jackets, but we got to get a stop here soon.
And they serve there. 20-9. Now coming into the game will be Jovi Larson. Attack there at Larson and down for Hafe and Barnesville. Right now, just fortunate to say, they're picking apart the Yellow Jackets.
They are right now. It starts with a good serve game, and again, Coach talked about that earlier, Jason. It's just tough right now.
Hackle leaps, sends it over, a quick back set over coast. Now there for Griffin, off the block for a kill. Jocelyn Griffin bringing the energy for the Yellow Jackets tonight. Makes it 21-10.
And I don't know what you're seeing, Jason, but for me it looks like our hitting, we're just, whether our whole offense is just a little off attack or the timing's just not right between the setter and the hitter. Whether the hitters, the outside hitters are going up too early or we're setting at the wrong angle or something. But the only one who's not is Griffin. She seems like she's right on cue, and we need more than one right now.
Chesney Esser has just checked in. That was kind of the confusion there. She was waiting to sub in, and then that's why the last play didn't happen. And as this point unravels and goes off the arms, and it's now 22-10, I was kind of saying, seen the same thing you were, and you described it perfectly. And now Auburn Hins will.
We're just out of step just a little bit, and that one little step, we're hanging in the air and we're not getting a full swing on it. And a good team like Barnesville, they're just ready then, and again, great serve. You can't even throw it that good.
And the first set woes continue tonight for the Yellow Jackets at 23-10. And back-to-back ace serves for Hins at set point. That one sent wide by Hafe. That's 24-11. Yellow Jackets will have the serve. Coming in the game will be Maddie Kunza eventually.
She'll step up at the service line.
Kunza to serve. And now the Yellow Jackets moved early. Set point goes to Barnesville. They take set one, 25-11. The Trojans lead 1-0. We'll take a break.
Hear that? That's your team here at KLN cheering you on as you go through this crazy journey of life. Having a career that sets you up with a great team to cheer you on can really make a difference. Here at KLN Family Brands, not only do you have a team that's there for you, but you have benefits that will set you up to win every day. With healthcare coverage as low as $25 a month, tuition reimbursement, a $10,000 home loan program for qualified employees, recruiting bonuses, and more. Apply today, build your tomorrow at klnfamilybrands.com.
What sets the world's leading hospitals apart from the rest? It's their continued ability to deliver the highest quality patient care. Perham Health is honored to be a top 10 Minnesota hospital. Patients experience it, and Newsweek has recognized it. Even during the unpredictability of the pandemic, the nurses, doctors, and many others at Perham Health put their best foot forward. Thank you to everyone at Perham Health for continuing to provide the best patient care.
We all know you're looking through Zillow trying to find that perfect home. Better question is, have you been pre-approved for it? If you're looking at making a move this year, getting pre-approved is going to be a great first step for you. What a pre-approval is going to do is it's going to set filters on your search and give you realistic expectations on what kind of homes you should be looking for. To get pre-approved, stop in and see us or visit us online at ucbankmn.com. I'm Alec Meyer, I'm a mortgage lender, and let's get ready to move this year.
New Horizons Realty is a full-service real estate company who has been helping buyers and sellers in Lakes Country for over 25 years. They understand the local market conditions because they are from here, live here, and have lifelong careers in real estate. Get a free estimate with an experienced, local, laid-back, and friendly agent that's a part of a team you can trust and will go to work for you. Visit permrealestate.com or call 218-346-7767 to speak with Chad and his dedicated team at New Horizons Realty in Perm.
Well, welcome back to the Hive out of the break. Yellowjackets back on the court. Barnesville anxiously awaiting as the Yellowjackets are looking to get going in set number 2. Something different, Lance, we'll touch on a little bit. The Yellowjackets went into the locker room for a quick break and coming back out. Hopefully the message received and delivered by head coach Paige Thompson. The Yellowjackets getting ready to go. As one thing to describe set 1 was flat.
Yeah, and I think it's the one thing that in your interview, Jason, with her, that she's been the most proud of is effort. And I think this was the first time she probably didn't see the effort that she was wanting to see. So again, maybe a little bit of a regroup, a restart, head to the locker room, head back out like we're starting over fresh. Let's just play it out from here. And so let's see how the Yellowjackets respond.
It'll be Barnesville, or excuse me. Barnesville serve actually to start. Set number 2. It'll be Emmeline Berglund to serve. Bergman steps the line. Goes in Nelson, now Coast. The set up ahead for Razor. Just misses on the sideline. And it's 1-0 Barnesville, and I think just a step off, as you talked about a little bit in set 1 on the sets to the attack.
Right, and I'm hoping set 2 brings something for the Yellowjackets. It's been their best. History is short, but it's been their best set in each of the matches. But, boy, Barnesville looked sharp tonight, Jason, and they're just covering up everything the Yellowjackets are trying to do.
Abby John and Addie Rasmussen combined for that one. Abby John right there on that block of Griffin. Now they go to Razor off the block, down for a kill. The Yellowjackets cut the lead in half at 2-1.
And that's what you need coming out of the locker room. You want to get stuff started up. You should look to your senior leader, and nice job there by Greta to get things started for the Yellowjackets.
Greta Razor to serve. Set in the middle for John, blocked back. Addie Hackle. Griffin on her right, but Hackle there. And it's 2-2 with the block there of John. The Yellowjackets haven't really gotten on a run tonight. Maybe they'll be able to get on one here with Razor at the service line. Pauna, though, the set coming here for the near side. Sent long. That time by Hinds. And it's 3-2.
And I think you put it well, Jason. I think the Yellowjackets are just looking for that spark, and sometimes it has to be your senior leader, and let's hope that Greta can keep this going and keep that service game going, and the Yellowjackets respond.
Hackle with the kill on the battle at the net. John was unable to put it down. Hackle pumped, and Griffin put it up, and then Hackle found the back row. Yellowjackets by 2, the biggest lead of the evening.
Yeah, nice job by. You could see the effort kind of rising here, and sometimes effort's confused with confidence, and maybe it's a little bit just confidence for the Yellowjackets.
And Hackle just misses the end line, but one of the few times she came up and had a big swing at that one.
Yep, I like that swing.
Now serving will be Macy Pauna. Set far side, Hackle off the block. An illegal hit by Barnesville. Gives the Yellow Jackets a 5-3 edge, and Mari Pulver back to the service line.
Again, I don't want to keep going back to the same thing, but there was a nice serve receive, a good setup, and then they were on time, and that play looked really good.
Through the block, though, was Hafe. And it's 5-4.
Boy, Hafe and Abby John make a good duo, though, Jason. When you really step back and look at it, both of them with 5 kills unofficially in my book, but it's tough when you have two ladies who can hit like that.
John with a nice serve sends it over. Nelson, though, there for Coast on the set for Larson. Goes near side. Nelson off the tip, keeps alive, but Hackle into the net. As Hafe with the hit there. We're all square at 5 again. With Abby John at the line.
And it was the last set. This was kind of the run, and then John hits it in the net. But she was really dynamic at the service line, and then when the rotation gets where she's in the front row, it was also good. So nice balance here by the Trojans tonight.
Maddie Coons in to serve. Nice serve on the far side. Barnesville sends it over. The Yellow Jackets with an opportunity. Coast tracks it down for Larson. Larson swings, but misses the end line.
Again, those are the ones I'll live with. Full swing, just got to cut it inside that corner. And again, I think it's that timing, Jason, just where you can get on top of the ball a little bit more, and that hits that back corner.
Auburn Hins the serve. Set now there for Larson, and she gets a kill. Jovi Larson. Gives the Yellow Jackets a 7-6 lead in set 2. Now Addie Hackle will serve. Strong serve from Hackle. Nice block at the net. And 2 hits against Barnesville. Makes it 8-6. And serving again will be Hackle. Up past John with the attack in the back. Just finds the hole in the defense. Looked like she was going to go for a strong attack. Went soft over the front row and dropped it in front of the back row. It's 8-7. Yellow Jackets still leading by a point. Into the net. Service error will help the Yellow Jackets take a 9-7 lead.
And sometimes when things aren't going your way, you need a few breaks like that. And again, now is the thing. I think the Yellow Jackets, to continue their growth, they have to capitalize now.
Sophie Nelson to serve. Nice block, doesn't drop in. Right near the end, the sideline, but it's out. Now serving will be Ali Axness at 9-8. Yellow Jackets by 1 and an ace serve. Small but energetic Barnesville student section tonight, making some noise. It's 9-9. Serve at Hackle. Far side, they go to Pulver, and she drops it in for the kill. The Trojans were following the slide of Razor and went to Pulver, the misdirect. She drops it in.
Right, and it was a nice little roll shot. I think she saw the whole seas parting there, Jason, and knew that it didn't have to be that dynamic kill. Nicely placed there by Pulver. Followed up with an ace serve right there. Nice job by Coast with an ace serve, and this is what we're talking about. Building off of one success builds into another success. Another nice serve. Abby John out of the middle, I believe, yes. They go right back to her, but that block has been kind of what we've been looking at. That's been one of the strong suits for the Yellow Jackets. And now you're seeing multiple different things, Jason, and I think this is what Coach Thompson's looking for. Good serve, receive, good setup, and now a good block. So the building blocks are coming. Good swing there by Razor, just mishit just a little bit. And again, if that would have went, it would have been a real, I think you would have seen a little bit of really an eruption off the Yellow Jacket bench as they were right at the edge of their seats, waiting to take a pretty good sizable lead. But back to the Trojans we go.
Attack Razor off the block for a kill for the Yellow Jackets. That's 13-10.
Again, it's good to see Razor go off kind of an unforced error, a little miss swing, and then came right back and hammered it home. So confidence is brewing.
And there's a kill for Abby John again. When the Trojans need something, it's usually Abby John that they go to.
Well, it's always nice to have a closer, no matter what sport you're in. If you got somebody who can handle the ball at the end of a basketball game, or run in the football game, or bring the closer out of the pen in baseball or softball, and she's definitely proven to be that. Followed up here by an ace serve now.
13-12 as Pauna gets the ace. Now it's Pauna at Pulver. Pass across there for Hackle, but it's in the net. And we're all square at 13 again.
Just a real observation that may be out of left field, but it's kind of carried over from last year, Jason, where it's not always the really deep, hard serve that's been tough for the Yellow Jackets as it was there as another ace. It's that soft little roll serve that kind of hits about the H. It gets them really kind of moving and gets them out of their rhythm.
Kyla Wolf will come in for the Yellow Jackets.
Pauna notches up a couple ace serves here and puts the Trojans right back on top.
Pauna will serve now. Yellow Jackets. Some updates. The boys cross-country running team earned a first-place finish today at Detroit Lakes. As Pulver sends that one low, but stays in and now goes near side off the block and down for a kill. And in girls action, the girls take first as well, so sweep for the Yellow Jackets in Detroit Lakes.
Abby John again with that tip kill there, Jason. She's starting to rack up some serious stats here for the Trojans, as I have her for 8 or 9 kills right now, and we got to find an answer. Hins with that kill. Again, quite a roll here. Maybe see a timeout coming, as it's been quite a swing from the Yellow Jackets, being up, I believe, 13-9, 13-10 at one point. And now Pauna's just did a really good job at the service line and sends that one long, giving a little breath of life here for the Yellow Jackets.
Fair to let you roll out that announcer jinx that we don't believe in right there. Is now.
Not we, you.
As Pulver at the line. Pauna. John in the back row, dug up by Coast. Now for Razor. Battle at the net, punched over, but the Trojans were in the net, and it's 16-15. Pulver to serve again. Tough receive, but they're able to get it down for a kill on that far sideline. Now serving will be Abby John.
And again, it's kind of that law of sports. I think you do a really good play and you end up at the service line in volleyball.
Now Hackle into the net, blocked there by Axness. That's 18-15 in favor of Barnesville.
Again, we always talk about whether it's just us two. Maybe it is just us two about that getting to 20. The Yellow Jackets certainly don't want to see a nice job there as Griffin again, this time from the right side attack, Jason. She went down the line. I think the scouting report is right side attack. She goes to the opposite side, but she didn't this time. Right, she cut it right down the line. Nice job, Griffin.
Maddie Kunze will now serve. John there now set in the middle, pushed over. Kunze there. Goes far side, Larson. Blocked back. Nelson keeps it alive. Now set back for Larson. Sent over and down for a kill. Barnesville to serve. And an ace serve. And it's 20-16. Reagan Hamburger, will come in.
Yeah, and I think Coach Thompson's just looking to find right now someone who can give him a little life in that defensive specialist role.
Another strong serve there for Barnesville. It's Auburn Hens again with that serve. Coase sends that over. And now that one's sent long on the attack by Axness.
And Hens has done a great job at the service line, Jason, and I don't think that you can realize by camera, me sitting right here, how close that is to hitting the net every time.
Hackle off the tape in the middle, blocked there by the Yellow Jackets. Barnesville regroups. Hackle now, Ghost for Razor in the middle, and in for Greta Razor, and a big kill there. Hackle will serve for the Yellow Jackets. A block at the net for Razor. And it's 21-19. The Yellow Jackets trying to battle back.
Again, this is the area, Jason, that just keep putting the pressure on.
Off the tape, on the serve. Sent over the Yellow Jackets with an opportunity on the free. Ball there, and Razor out to block it down for a kill. It's 21-20, and Razor starting to heat up for the Yellow Jackets.
Right, good serves by Hackle, and it's led to good offense for the Yellow Jackets.
And we have a timeout called by Barnesville. We'll take a break here on the 549 Media Network.
Hey, it's Tucker again. Did you know? EOT Insurance Agency.
Well, welcome back on the timeout called by Barnesville head coach Megan Estegard. The Yellow Jackets trail 21-20, but are on a run in the race to 25. The Yellow Jackets have really seen Greta Razor step up big time here in the second set for the Yellow Jackets.
Right, good service game leads to good offensive game, kind of keeping the Trojans off of their game. Timeouts have worked well for coaches. Let's see what happens.
Push over now, Hackle. Coast. Now this time they go to Larson. Back row, drops it in. Just in front of Abby John and inside the line, and we're knotted at 21. Hackle with the strong run. You got to say it starts at the service line, and she's done a great job as well.
It certainly does, and it's just keeping the offensive attack a little at bay for the Trojans.
Push over, diving stop by Hemberger. Keeps it alive. Barnesville sends it back. And the illegal hits. 2 hits on Barnesville gives the Yellow Jackets the lead. And a huge play there by Hemberger, diving to save it and keep the point alive. Now Hackle with the low serve. Tough receive. John will send it over. Yellow Jackets, Nelson to Coast for Razor. Off the tape and down and in. And the Yellow Jackets now lead 23-21. Head coach Megan Estegard looking for a timeout. And gets the timeout. The Yellow Jackets by 2 on the 549 Media Network.
It's not necessary to build your business in Perham, Minnesota to be successful. But it sure does help. Hammers Construction, your vision, our team.
Welcome back to the Hive. Once again, we'd like to thank our sponsors, United Community Bank, KLN Family Brands, Perham Health, EOT Insurance, Hammers Construction, Jack Chivers Realty, Lakes Ace Hardware, and New Horizons Realty for their support of 549 Media as we get ready to go. Yellow Jackets lead 23-21. Barnesville now out of timeouts. The Yellow Jackets have both remaining. And at the service line, once again, Addie Hackle. Hackle to serve. Right at John again. And it's a tough return, and they're now picking apart Abby John in the back row are the Yellow Jackets. And it's 24-21. Yellow Jackets set points into the net. And now serving with Lexi Hafe. Hafe at Hackle now. Coast to set. Far side for Razor. Off the block. John keeps it alive. Now they go in the middle. Nelson. Coast gets to it. For Larson. She just has to send it over. Now off the slide. It rolls. Diving. Keep it alive is Coast. Razor sends it over. Off the block, kept alive though. Coast for Razor, and the kill and the set. Greta Razor with the kill, and the Yellow Jackets even it at one apiece, 25-22.
Yeah, what a change of events, Jason. It looked like a team, whatever was said between sets 1 and 2, I say hit repeat because, wow, it looked like two different teams for the Yellow Jackets between set 1 and set 2.
We head to set number 3, all square at 1. We'll have it for you in just a few moments here on the 549 Media Network.
Since 1980, more families have depended on Jack Chivers Realty than anyone else in the Lakes area. Whether it's buying or selling, Chivers delivers. I'm Blake Olson, the owner of Jack Chivers Realty. My goal is to show you that great service doesn't go out of style like garden gnomes. At Jack Chivers Realty, we make the buying and selling process simple and stress-free. We're dedicated to guiding you through every step with ease. Find out how Chivers delivers for yourself. Reach out today and start packing. JackChiversRealty.com.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Why would you wander around a warehouse store looking for paint when you could just swing by your neighborhood Ace? In addition to Ace's award-winning service, we have top-rated paint brands. Plus, our color matching technology allows us to match any color. So stop wandering and start painting. Head to your neighborhood Ace today.
Hi, this is Mallory Stotterell
and Erica Saylor from Lakes Ace Hardware.
You can expect expert help for your next project at Lakes Ace Hardware,
right here in downtown Perham.
Welcome back to the Hive. Yellow Jackets drop set 1, 25-11. They come back, take set 2, 25-22, and the vibe in the Hive has changed dramatically.
Yeah, it's like a switch was flipped here, Jason, and all of a sudden the crowd's back into it. You can just watch the huddles, and we talk about it a lot, but there's that momentum word is unbelievable, and I don't think there's another sport, and we can have discussions, but volleyball seems like that word momentum is just so huge. Like the Yellow Jackets got on a roll. Let's see what happens here. Can they stay with it? Because all of a sudden it has brought the Hive to life right now.
Yellow Jackets still meeting. The Trojans anxiously awaiting and getting ready to go for this one as our official returns to the floor. Still have officially 25 seconds of counting on the 3-minute break, but both teams are anxious and ready to go.
And we can talk about set number 2, and you probably got to start with Hackle's service game, but you got to end with how Greta Razor came. And it's just, if she plays like that, this is a total different Yellow Jackets team. She almost demanded the volleyball, Jason, and you could see it was like, I'm ready, and she came swinging away, and they were double blocking her, and it was still going through, so that's when you know you've got some power.
Well, the Yellow Jackets earlier in the year, set 2 has been their key. Let's see if they can continue it tonight. In the set number 3, Cameron Coast will serve this one. Coast to serve. As she sends that one at Pauna. Tough return. But Hines sends it over with the attack, and Barnesville jumps ahead. Which has kind of been the MO of the night. Now Macy Pauna will serve.
Hines has done just a nice job all through tonight's action. Kind of an invert whistle there, but
on the slide, John, but Razor may have got away with one, keeps it alive. And that one's, oh, no, that's going to be played by Hackle. Now it's Pulver. Drives and keeps it over. And Coast will send it over and drops it in. We're tied at 1.
One of the things that's a little thing, Jason, that I've noticed is we're covering better. So the tips that were points for the Trojans earlier, now we've got somebody in place and we're ready for that. So nice adjustment by Coach Thompson and their staff.
Hines almost took out the line judge and misses. So it's 2-1 Yellow Jackets. Dana Kennedy, the line judge over there, fleet of foot on that one to get out of the way as Greta Razor will serve again.
Yeah, that would have hit me for sure.
Chops over. Down to even it at 2.
And they did have that covered. We talked about that earlier. Nelson was behind, just couldn't quite get there.
Ivy John now to serve. And drops in an ace in front of Razor.
You mentioned the Barnesville student section, Jason. They are not big in numbers, but they are creating quite a stir over every time something good happens for the Trojans.
Set there for Hackle, and it goes off the shoulder and arm of Bergman and down for the Yellow Jackets, even at 3. Now Jovi Larson will come into the front row. And what's turning into a marathon night at the Hive. Larson finds that back row, but John keeps it alive. Now Razor tough return into the net. Coach plays it back to her teammates, but unable to get it was Griffin. Not enough juice off the net, though. A tough play, but Coach tried to keep it alive as much as she could.
Interesting on that offensive set there for the Trojans. They set to the back row to get a back swing for Abby John. So interesting, little different strategy here for the Trojans.
We got an illegal hit by Barnesville. Not to score again at 4. For all square here at the Hive. And Maddie Kunze will come in. Kunze with a strong serve. Back row again, John into the net. 5-4 Yellowjackets.
I mentioned the Barnesville student section. I looked over at the Perham, and I think it doubled after they won that second set there, Jason, and now they're getting a little rowdy over there.
A couple of team buses may have arrived from Detroit Lakes as that serve and that return goes out of bounds at 6-4.
Point well taken. That's why you make the big bucks.
Yes. Larson into the net with that serve. And now serving will be Lexi Hafe. At Hackle. Set there for Razor. And it's punched over. Now Kunze set far side Larson. Larson near side. Put up now back row again for John. Razor keeps it alive. Pass to the middle for Hackle off the block and down with the block going to Addie Rasmussen. And we're tied at 6. Student sections you mentioned starting to make some noise back at each other.
I like it.
Nice serve there, but Nelson with the nice dive to keep it alive. And Razor and Nelson avoid a catastrophe with that dive, and it's down for Hackle. That's 7-6. Looked like two outfielders going for the ball, but they're able to avoid each other. That looked like it had a collision all over it, and Hackle will serve. Out Pauna. Now Rasmussen leaps and buries it to tie it at 7.
You know, and I think that's a big one for the Trojans. Is it was Hackle's service game, Jason, that really led that second set to swing that favor to the Yellowjackets. So I'm sure they're happy to get her off the service line.
For Razor. Off the arms of Axness. Hackle. Tough break off the return. Footwork there. Head coach Paige Thompson, pretty nifty as she kicked that one alive. Axness will serve. Kunze. Coast now looking for Razor. Pauna. The set now on the far side for John. She goes too strong with it. 8-8. Pulver back in for the Yellowjackets. Bonchus back in for the Trojans. And Nelson will serve. Back row right at Bonchus. Now Pauna will push it to the front row and into the net on the attack is Snowball. The Jackets now lead 9-8. And serving again. Sophie Nelson with that short serve. Pauna comes up and plays it, sent over by Rasmussen. Now set far side for Pulver off the block. Pauna keeps it alive. Now a little collision almost by Rasmussen and John to keep it alive. Now Perham with the opportunity. Pulver blocked back. Hackle punches it. Kunze dives, saves it. Razor, no, can't get the third over. But great effort by the Yellowjackets there. But it's 9-9 on the point to Barnesville.
You can do nothing but applaud the Yellowjackets there for effort. And I think it started in Holly with Kunze coming off the bench, Jason. She brought that same sort of energy. How do you not, as a teammate, now hustle because you just watched your friend and your teammate lay out to try to get a point for your team?
Razor goes long on that one, and Barnesville now takes a 10-9 lead. Teams exchanging points through the first 10 for the most part. And now Pulver. Punched down by John, but blocked. And now John goes up and misses it. And we're tied at 10. Tied at 10 in the race to 25 in the best of 5, but we're tied at 1. And Coast will now serve. John sends it over. There for Pulver, right at Pauna. She keeps it alive. Hines now. And that sent just, it's in. Griffin gets the kill.
Right on the line for Griffin there. A nice shot across court, and that's kind of been her strength as she's going. So Coast staying at the line with an 11-10 lead for the Yellow Jackets.
Nice serve once again by Coast, attacking that front row. That's John now sends that back over. Yellow Jackets now left side. Griffin off the block. It's down for a kill. And it's 12-10. Yellow Jackets gaining some momentum. Coast trying to keep it going at the line. And a block at the net by Razor. Barnesville thought she went over it. May have, but the refs say no. It's 13-10.
Another nice serve here for Coast.
Tackled now for Pulver. Kept alive by Barnesville. Punch over by Hines. Now set in the middle for Razor. She'll just go with the tip. It's saved. Now John sends it back over. Barnesville with the Yellow Jackets the opportunity, but a block at the net. John and Hines combine to make it 13-11. As Barnesville's trying to answer the Yellow Jacket run, they'll send Pound to the line.
And so far tonight, the Yellow Jackets just haven't been able to make this gap bigger than 2. And it'd be nice to see them get on a run and really put the pressure on, but Barnesville always seems to have an answer.
And once again, Barnesville closes the gap.
And that answer again there was Abby John with a little roll shot right off the slide right in the corner there.
Razor winds and fires. Powers it through the block for the kill, and it's 14-12. The Yellow Jackets kind of looking for a dominating night. Cross-country teams sweep in DL. The tennis teams pick up wins against Crooks and East Grand Forks. Now the volleyball team hoping to pick up a home win tonight against Barnesville. Now Hackle with the kill off the tough serve receive. And it's 15-12. We'll see if Barnesville head coach Megan Estegard thinks about a timeout or if she's going to let her girls play through this one. At 15-12, the Yellow Jackets with the momentum. And I've guessed wrong all year long on timeouts, so might as well continue it as that serve goes into the net.
Well, and part of that, Jason, I think if there would have been another point or two, I think she would have taken that timeout. It's been such a teeter-totter right now that I think at some point you got to let your team play this out. And probably a smart decision on her part. Nice serve there.
And that's John on the serve. Block, but out. And a kill for Hive. And it's now a 1-point game.
By my stats, Hafe's entering close to that double digits in kills as well, following up with Abby John. So again, a good tandem there for the Trojans.
Into the net for the Yellow Jackets. And that was Coast, and now we're tied at 15. Hackle off the pin. Makes it 16-15 in favor of Barnesville. Now the Trojans
Boy,
on a bit of a run.
It's been clear, Jason, what the recipe for success is tonight. Good service. Make sure you got a good serve receive and your offense runs a lot better. So now at the service line, John has been really tough. Let's see if the Yellow Jackets can get it back, and they do just that.
And that's Mari Pulver sending that over. Now she goes to the service line. as the return of Pulver's kill attempt went wide and out. We're tied at 16. And that is down off a Pulver by Axness. It's now 17-16. Barnesville takes the lead here. Now Nelson will check back in for Pulver in that back row. And serving will be Auburn Hines. Coast set for Hackle. John keeps it alive. Now the back row from her into the net. All square once again. Maddie Kunza will now serve as Griffin exits for her. And Kunza comes in the back row to serve. Kunza. Nice looping serve. And just missing the sideline is Axness. Barnesville thinking there was a tip. The officials don't agree with that line of thought. And now serving will be Kunza. Nice serve there, dug up, don't kept alive. Barnesville sends it over. Now Hackle punches it over. Pauna set backside there now, sent and saved, and Hackle punches it over. Now Barnesville retreating. John trying to find the back corner. Now Hackle punches it over short. Saved by Barnesville. No, it's not. 19-17. A lot of scrambling by both teams on that rally, and the Yellow Jackets capitalize.
Yeah, and there's something to be said to that too, Jason. It almost becomes a battle of hustle, and nice job, Yellow Jackets.
And an answer by Lexi Hafe. 19-18. Hafe will now serve.
Boy, she's had a nice night just all around, and again, here she ends up at the service line.
Hackle mishits, tied at 19.
I think you called this earlier on, Jason, so it's good volleyball and it's fun to watch, but you said I think this could be a barn burner, going right down to the end. And other than that first set, which Barnesville came out of the chute really fast, it's gone back and forth for the next two.
Nice save by Razor. Hackle punches it back row. John keeps it alive for the front and just misses far side was Axness, and it's 20-19. We've, in our broadcasts in the past, normally said the first and 20 is kind of key, but when it's a 1 point difference, it doesn't fully matter, but we'll see what happens here.
And the way this game has gone back and forth, but I like being ahead, that's for sure.
Off the block. Now set in the back row. Hackle pushes it over. Off the pin. Yellow Jackets lead by 2. Touched on this in that broadcast with Holly at that winning time, winning moments. You'll see a young team grow in this spot here. We got a timeout. Timeout called by the Trojans. Yellow Jackets by 2. We'll take a break.
One of our core values at United Community Bank is reinvesting in the communities we serve. I personally take great pride in this, as I'm a 5th generation in our family here at United Community Bank. We've been here for over 100 years. We take a great sense of pride in sort of that reciprocal relationship we have with our community, that, we need our community members and they need us, and we love giving back and reinvesting.
Welcome back to the Hive, where it's 21-19 and Yellow Jackets by 2 out of the timeouts. Yellow Jackets have 2 remaining. Barnesville has 1. In the best of 5, the Yellow Jackets dropped the first set 25-11. They battled back to take set 2, 25-22, and are hoping to take a 2-1 lead with Addie Hackle serving. Kunza keeps it alive. Coast tries to catch him off guard. Now it comes back. Yellow Jackets with an opportunity. Coast with the set far side. Larson. Fauna keeps it alive. But 2 hits on the set, and the Jackets lead by 3.
Boy, I like what Addie Hackle did there, Jason, and she just took something off the serve. Realizing the situation, and that was a big serve to get the Yellow Jackets. It's not that rocket serve that she's used to doing, but it's so effective right now because the Yellow Jackets have been playing pretty well. Nice job by the Trojans to, again, make this a really close set in set number 3.
Ashness adjusted well off the tape on the serve. Keeps it alive. It's 22-20. She'll now serve, but she misses the line and it's out. Oh, out on one judge, in on the other. But now they're going to, maybe, nope, they're not going to discuss. Okay, it's 23-20.
No notes taken.
Nelson will serve. Take a penny, leave a penny. 23-21.
Yeah, this is not the way I think Coach Thompson would have drawn it up. You know, you get an opportunity there. But again, that's all of these growing experiences that the Yellow Jackets, a nice floating serve there over. And again, Abby John right there for the kill.
23-22. And no matter the outcome of this one, the momentum switch will be huge.
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head there, and especially if Barnesville would run out this all the way through for the win. But the Yellow Jackets have put some good swings together.
And right there, Mari Pulver steps up with the kill. It's set point for the Yellow Jackets. And Griffin comes in. Coast will serve. Huge point there for Mari Pulver. Coast on the serve in the middle. They send it over. Pulver keeps it alive. It's going to be a tough one here. A battle at the net. It goes the Yellow Jackets' way. As they say, Barnesville goes over the top. And the Yellow Jackets take set 3, 25-22. And the Jackets lead this one 2-1.
Yeah, what a you said the momentum, and you just watched the student section react along with the Perham Yellow Jacket ladies, and they're fired up. The coaching staff also for Barnesville is pretty fired up after that one, and again, funny how the tide turns. It was the Yellow Jackets kind of in this situation in their huddle after the first set. Now Barnesville's trying to do the same thing and rekindle a fire that they had in that first set, Jason. But hand it to the Yellow Jackets, and whatever Coach Thompson said, we've seen a different group of ladies in sets 2 and 3.
We'll come back with set number 4 after we thank some of our supporters here on the 549 Media Network.
Hear that? That's your team here at KLN cheering you on as you go through this crazy journey of life. Having a career that sets you up with a great team to cheer you on can really make a difference. Here at KLN Family Brands, not only do you have a team that's there for you, but you have benefits that will set you up to win every day. With healthcare coverage as low as $25 a month, tuition reimbursement, a $10,000 home loan program for qualified employees, recruiting bonuses, and more. Apply today, build your tomorrow at klnfamilybrands.com.
What sets the world's leading hospitals apart from the rest? It's their continued ability to deliver the highest quality patient care. Perham Health is honored to be a top 10 Minnesota hospital. Patients experience it, and Newsweek has recognized it. Even during the unpredictability of the pandemic, the nurses, doctors, and many others at Perham Health put their best foot forward. Thank you to everyone at Perham Health for continuing to provide the best patient care.
Hey, it's Tucker again. Did you know? EOT Insurance Agency.
Welcome back again into the Hive. Yellow Jackets and Barnesville doing battle, and we head to set number 4 with the Yellow Jackets leading this one 2-1. It should be Barnesville set to start. The Yellow Jackets looking for win number 1 on the year. And Barnesville hoping to keep the Yellow Jackets winless.
You were right, Jason. A lot of discussion at the head table, so I was kind of following along with what was happening. But
Emily Bergman will serve to set number 4. Coast in the back row for Hackle. Now set in the middle. John is coming out, fired up, gets the first kill of set 4.
Well, and I think the Trojans went away from that a little bit, and I don't know that it was intentional. I think they couldn't get back to the rotation where John is in the middle where she seems the most comfortable.
Deep and long on the serve. It's out. We're tied at 1. Razor will now serve. And an ace serve for Greta Razor as the Trojans, Bonchis and Pauna miscommunicates or lack of it, and it drops in to make it 2-1. Coast tracks it down now. Pulver in the net. Blocked. Nope, not to be 4 hits on the Yellow Jackets. Nope. Oh, what? Yep. Pauna will serve. And Hackle off the block, get a kill. Addie Hackle makes it 3-2 for the Yellow Jackets.
Good to see Addie sky through the air there on that one. And she's tough coming off that edge when that setup is right. The Yellow Jackets have looked really good tonight.
John just long on the attack. Might have been deflected, but the officials no dice on that one. It's now 4-2. Pulver will serve. High arcing serve. John on the slide, off the block and down. Larson at the net. Yellow Jackets playing some of their best volleyball of 2024. Lead 5-2 in set 4. Mari Pulver will serve. And a nice kill on the attack there for Hive. That's 5-3, set 4. Abby John will serve. Axons will check in. John at Razor. Now the Yellow Jackets retreating. Nelson will send it over though. John pass up to the front row. Now the attack. Nelson keeps to the left. There Larson. Dug up now the back set there. Hines is blocked, but it goes to head coach Megan Esselgard with one hand grab. It's 5-4 Barnesville,
and it
cutting the lead to 1.
Looks like we're back on the same track as we've been in sets 2 and 3. Again, I think it's who can get the most consistent attack going right now. Jason may end up taking this set.
Blocked at the net, now sent back over. Ghost for Griffin through the double block. It's 6-4. Jocelyn Griffin having herself a nice night for the Yellow Jackets, and Kunza will come in for hers. It's Kunza's turn to serve, and now in that Griffin spot in the back row.
Definitely watch her, just more confident in just playing that spot on the floor, and it's nice to see her do multiple things, not just swing away, but finding that opening.
Hines keeps it alive for Barnesville. And that's sent just long by Razor. I want to say, watching our Yellow Jacket center, Cameron Coates, tonight, it's like she's ran a marathon herself to get those balls to set for her teammates.
Yeah, if she had a pedometer on, I wouldn't want to see how many steps she's taken. And that's two factors. Again, the Yellow Jackets, you know that they're working on that serve receive, but it's also good serving by Barnesville. They've had a really nice service game tonight, so both of those factors are leading to her kind of having to be all over the floor.
At the net, Yellow Jackets with the illegal hits off the arm. Hayful get credited with that one for Barnesville to make it 7-6. I mentioned the steps. I just got my warning on Fitbit to get moving. So as the serve off the tape and down for an ace. Tough break for the Yellow Jackets on the serve there by Hafe. For Razor, John keeps it alive. Now she will send it over. Larson punches it over. And 2 hits will be called on Barnesville, and the Yellow Jackets take an 8-7 lead.
And I can't believe either coach is real happy right now, even though it's within range for both of them. There's been just too many unforced errors, Jason. And again, cleaning those things up, one of these teams could take a serious advantage, but right now it just seems like it's going back and forth that way.
A kill on that one to Rasmussen. Now Axness will serve, tied at 8. Nelson, Coast tracks it down. Back row Hackle at Axness. She keeps it alive. Set for the backside, that time for Snowball. And that'll be Yellow Jackets unable to get it over in time. It's 9-8.
I'm still kind of reeling about how many steps you've taken today, Jason, but I think we'll leave that to the imagination of the listeners.
Axness on a strong serve. Yellow Jackets Pulver sends it over. Into the net, and Barnesville with a little bit of momentum. By Coach Paige Thompson coming out along the sideline to direct traffic. Axness will serve again for Barnesville. They're trying to get a 3-point lead and a very important must-win set for them. Coast sends that over. Axness now back, Hackle. Coast there at the set for Razor. Razor adjusts, sends it over though. Coast again with the set. This time for Pulver, blocked and down. Abby John says no to Mari Pulver on that one, and Larson's going to come in the back row for Nelson. As it's 11-8. Set again for Pulver. This time she goes softly and adjusts over the block and drops it in front of the diving Rasmussen to make it 11-9, and a nice adjustment by Mari Pulver. Instead of pulverizing it, she went soft and dropped it down.
Wow, have you been waiting with that one all night or what?
And Coast
I like
serve.
it. Forcing me to bring my A game here, Growth.
And a block at the net, but it's down on the near side in front of Razor as John once again rises up and delivers.
And it really does seem like the Trojans, all seriousness, they really do the way Abby John goes is the way they go. When she's up at that net in that top middle position, they're very, very dangerous. And it's not that they don't have weapons around her. They're just that much better when she's in that front row spot.
John will now have to send this over. Can the Yellow Jackets take advantage? Razor does just that. She buries that one to make it 12-10. And now Razor will go to the service line.
Boy, she looks comfortable when she's in that middle spot too. Speaking of Razor, when they get that set up to her, it's such a quick hit, and she's got a lot of swing and a lot of power when she follows through.
Abby John, but no, the Trojans are under the net, or into the net. Instead of 13-10, it's 12-11.
And you just never know in a game like this. That might be one of those crucial ones because it was clearly going to be a kill for John again.
Barnes sends it over. Razor backs up coast. The set for Griffin. Blocked. Punched alive. Battle at the net. And Barnesville wins it. 13-11.
And it almost gets to a point when you're watching this game that if they don't get it to John when she's in that middle spot, it's almost like a missed opportunity because she swings so well. Here we're having a captain going and asking for clarification.
Now they're just continuing the discussion here.
And I think the discussion is that they met. How can you call that one way or the other if they both met in the middle?
Greta Razor delivers the message to head coach Paige Thompson. Everyone seems to be good to go with the message. It's 13-11. Hackle off the block as John wins that battle on the net.
Boy, and the way the night has gone, Jason, a 3-point advantage is a huge advantage. And again, it's kind of been on the leadership and the arm of Abby John, either with the block or with the swing. And here we have a little net issue. So in the middle of, it's kind of like calling time in a baseball softball game. Pano's about ready to swing, and they blew the whistle. So trying to fix the net here quick. Both teams are huddling up, or at least one. I thought both teams were going to huddle up.
Net repaired. We're back to action. Palma will serve.
Go back to an old movie that we used to like, Wayne's World, Game On.
Hackle blocked, but kept alive. John will have to push it over. Finding the back corner and does. Just enough. And the Yellow Jackets will take a timeout at 15-11. We'll take a break with them.
One of our core values at United Community Bank is reinvesting in the communities we serve. I personally take great pride in this as I'm a 5th generation in our family here at United Community Bank. We've been here for over 100 years. We take a great sense of pride in sort of that reciprocal relationship we have with our community that, you know, we need our community members and they need us, and we love giving back and reinvesting.
Welcome back into the Hive. 15-11 in a must-win set for Barnesville.
Yeah, Jason, it's crazy. I obviously am not the best statistician in the world, but I have Abby John for 18 kills now, and she's just seems like she's been at the middle spot at the net for quite a rotation here for the Yellow Jackets, and she's just making a living right now of imposing her will.
Now they go to Hackle over the block. A tough play there for Bonches. The Yellow Jackets out of timeout. Get the point and the serve at 15-12 now.
Boy, every timeout has just been crucial of stopping momentum, and good job by both coaches using them wisely.
Pulver to serve. Kept alive by Razor. Coast now sets it for the pass to Larson off the block and out. On the Yellow Jackets, maintain momentum.
I don't think we'd expect it any other way here, Jason, than to go back and forth. Nice low serve, but a nice kill. And when you can roll it off the net like that, it's pretty tough for a defense to go there and Hafe again with another kill. And I have her up to 12 now. So you see that dynamic duo we've talked about. They're rolling up the kills right now.
John will serve. Ghost for Hackle. Kept alive there by Bergman. Tough play, but out on the hit attempt by Hafe. 16-14, Yellow Jackets within 2. Kunza back in for the Yellow Jackets. Kunza will serve. Skying. And winding back and delivering that one is Lexi Hafe for the kill. 17-14.
And that cross-court shot is really a tough one, whichever direction it's happening. And both teams have made a great deal of their points that way, and another tough serve.
That's Auburn Hines with another one.
I got Hines for 5 aces now, Jason, and it's such a low, hard serve that I don't know if you take a step up if that's going to help, but it's tough. They're a little too low into the net as bails the Yellow Jackets out a little bit here and gives them an opportunity to really cut into that lead.
And when the momentum switched in set 2, it was with Eddie Hackle at the line and Razor up front. We'll see what happens here as the Yellow Jackets trail by 3, leading the match 2-1 though. Set there for Razor, off the block, gonna kill. Greta Razor makes it 18-16.
Razor now approaching double digits after maybe a slow start, you could say, in that first set, but now she's just caught fire and she's swinging so well. And again, it came off of a free ball, so both teams, you got to have that serve receive, able to set up your offense.
And that's sent just long by Larson. And the Trojans get out of that rotation quickly. Now it's 19-16.
Yeah, and again, with that battle to 20, Jason, as we talked about, it seems to hold true. I don't care who you're rooting for. So the Yellow Jackets have some work to do here.
Razor sends that over, push back. Now the Yellow Jackets with a golden opportunity here. Go to Larson and delivers. Changed it up as the block was there, so she set around and dropped it in on the near side, 19-17.
And I don't pretend to know the most about volleyball, but that's why I like she swung hard the time before, Jason, because that's what set up that play. And again, if she would have just tipped the last time, they would have been there. So nice job by Larson to just keep going.
Off the block, Hackle keeps it alive. Sent over by Razor. John in the back row. Sets it near side. Coast gets low for that one to Pulver. Push back over. Coast with the set here now for Razor in the rotation. And off the hand and down to make it 19-18. And the Yellow Jackets, like you talked about, the race to 20 before 25 is now closed to within 1 and are 2 away from 20.
Right, and I think we're watching Cameron Coast just grow up as a setter here right before our eyes. You mentioned how many steps she's put on. She's all over the court.
And the race to 20 goes to Barnesville as they get one off the block and down. It's 20-18. Thank you for tuning in to the 549 Media Network tonight.
Axis on that kill, and we'll see how smart we really are. Jason, we talked about getting to 20. We'll see if that makes a difference or not.
Pulver sends that over with the attack. That kill for Rasmussen. As the Jackets now trail 21-18. Now the discussion about timeouts comes into play at some point. I'm going to leave that alone because I've been wrong all year on those again. Nice strong serve again.
I wasn't going to say anything, but since you brought it up, it is tough to know, and you got to let your kids battle through some of these early in the season.
And Pulver.
Nice job by Pulver.
Gets the kill, 21-19.
You know, it's interesting bringing that into the discussion. You know, later on in the year, if this, you know, was closer to tournament time, you probably would have seen a timeout. But you got to watch your kids grow up a little bit here.
And the other part is the Yellow Jackets did burn one really early in this set, so they do only have just that one remaining.
True.
Ghost with the set for Pulver again. Off the block, Pulver punches it over though. Now John sends it back over. Making a diving attempt at a hackle into the face of Coast and out of bounds. It's 22-19. Substitutions coming for the Trojans. Emmeline Bergman will come in to serve. Auburn Hines will come into the front row. 22-19. Here in set 4. Barnesville hoping to force a fifth set. Griffin. Pauna dives. Keeps it up. Now they'll have to send it over to Bonches. Ghost. The set for Razor in the middle. Off the block and down for a kill. 22-20. And Ghost will serve. Nope, she won't. Razor will. Tough return. Yellow Jackets with another opportunity for Griffin. It looked like that was going to go wide, but Bergman elected to play it. It goes out. Yellow Jackets close to within one.
Yeah, and again, that court awareness of knowing you were almost on the line and you could have let that one go. That could be a big swing here as we have a timeout.
Timeout upon the Trojans. We'll take a break.
Hear that? That's your team here at KLN cheering you on as you go through this crazy journey of life. Having a career that sets you up with a great team to cheer you on can really make a difference. Here at KLN Family Brands, not only do you have a team that's there for you, but you have benefits that will set you up to win every day. With healthcare coverage as low as $25 a month, tuition reimbursement, a $10,000 home loan program for qualified employees, recruiting bonuses, and more. Apply today, build your tomorrow at klnfamilybrands.com.
Welcome back. We're in set 4. Barnesville clinging to a 22-21 lead. Has just called timeout to try to slow down the Yellow Jacket comeback bid. Yellow Jackets hoping to close, get a win, and get ready for the Southwest Minnesota Challenge. But first, they want to come back and keep this from going to set 5.
Right, and each time tonight, Jason, the timeouts have seemed to be effective at stopping momentum, but the Yellow Jackets just kind of have that look in their eyes. Let's see how this plays out.
And Barnesville out of the timeout takes advantage. Makes it 23-21.
That's a tough one. You know, you have the Barnesville Trojans out of sequence. You force Abby John to set it long instead of hit it long, and then you misplay, and then you follow up with the ace serve.
We have set point coming up. 24-21. Pauna will continue to serve. Into the net, third. And it's 24-22. Mari Pulver will serve. Pass across, Hines sends it over. Set in the middle for Hackle. It's out. We're going to 5. Barnesville wins set 4, 25-22. We have a race to 15 coming up, and we'll take a break, come back, and have that for you here on the 549 Media Network.
What sets the world's leading hospitals apart from the rest? It's their continued ability to deliver the highest quality patient care. Perham Health is honored to be a top 10 Minnesota hospital. Patients experience it, and Newsweek has recognized it. Even during the unpredictability of the pandemic, the nurses, doctors, and many others at Perham Health put their best foot forward. Thank you to everyone at Perham Health for continuing to provide the best patient care.
Welcome back into the Hive. We're moments away from the start of set number 5. Yellow Jackets looking for win number 1. Barnesville looking to improve to 2-1. And Lance, you noticed a unique stat coming out of the break. Three of the set scores.
Just real interesting. You throw out that first set, and each of them set 2 and 3 won by the Yellow Jackets 25-22. Set 4 won by the Trojans 25-22. So it can happen in this one because we're only going to 15. But again, a quick start here when you're only going to 15, Jason, is a must, I believe.
And it's usually, you kind of think about the first 8 points. I've heard some veteran and old school coaches and broadcasters kind of say that race to 8 is the first 8, and you get that momentum and then you build.
Right, and these are all those learning experiences early in the year. This is the first set to go to 5 for the Yellow Jackets, and again, it's another battle that you got to come across here, and the officials are now checking the lineups, making sure everybody's in the right place, and we'll be ready to roll here.
Nelson will come in for the Yellow Jackets. Pauna comes in for Barnesville. Yellow Jackets will serve first to start our 5th set. Coast will serve for the Yellow Jackets. Goes along the near sideline. John sends that over quickly. Razorback. Barnesville with an early opportunity to grab a 1-0 lead. And they do just that on a powerful slide attack by Abby John.
And I was going to bring that up, and it's going to sound like, oh, yeah, now that she did that. But this is where they've been most effective, Jason, is with her in the middle. And it's been the start of each of the sets. So, again, a good service by game by Pauna. And then having John in the middle has been a deadly combo for the Trojans.
And it's 2-0, just like that. Trevor Razor talked about the goldfish mentality from Aaron Mosier and Ted Lasso, and it really comes into a play here in Game 5.
Right, especially when you're only going to 15. You can't let one mistake turn into 3-4, otherwise we're packing up and going home. So, again, that was a great interview by her, bringing that up and what Coach Mosier had to say. And, again, here's the Yellow Jackets coming right back.
Hackle with the block. She makes it 2-2. Razor, a nice serve there. Bonchus digs it up. Now the attack on the far side sent over. Now Griffin off the block and down for Barnesville as Abby John gets the block, and the Trojans regain the lead at 3-2. Now John will serve. Hackle sends that over. Block and out. The kill for Hive.
I have Abby John over 20 kills, and Hive now climbing up to 15-ish range. Again, they've been really tough. Nice serve by John. Kind of keeps the Yellow Jackets reeling, and it's that jump serve. We haven't seen a whole lot of jump serves this year, and she's doing a really nice job with it.
5-2 Barnesville. John to serve. Nelson to Coast. There for Hackle. Hackle over the block, but it's kept alive. Barnesville punches, blocked back by Griffin. Now Coast is set for Hackle. She directs. Kept alive there by Bergman. Now sent back over. Coast for Griffin. She arches, but it's sent and saved by Pauna. Now Hines with the attack attempt. Now for Pulver. Off the tape and down. Mari Pulver softly tips that over the net and down. It's 5-3.
It always amazes me in all athletics, Jason. You have two guys or ladies line out with line drives and then a bloop single. We had a few good hits, and then Pulver comes with the roll shot and then gets the kill.
And misses that one on the tip, and it's out of bounds. 6-3 Barnesville. Hines the serve.
So if your race to 8 is true, Barnesville's knocking at the door right now. So the Yellow Jackets, this is a big stop right now.
Razor gets it back from Coast. The back row attack. Pauna leaves it there. Now it goes near side. Tip, but not enough. Not enough from Hive. 6-4.
Looked like a little miscommunication there. I think it maybe it meant for the middle hitter, and she let it go over her head, but it wasn't far enough for the outside hitter. So a little miscommunication, and nice point for the Yellow Jackets.
Maddie Kunza on the serve. And arcing back and killing it with kindness is Axness for the kill. And it's 7-4.
Right, and she wound up like it was going to come from left field, and then she just took everything off of it, and again, kind of had the Yellow Jackets back on their heels.
Punched into the net, and it's 8-4. And now serving, Alexia Hive. Nelson. Coast gets to it, but Hackle has to send it over. Barnesville has an opportunity to extend the lead to 5 right here. It's a back row attack, and they do just that with Abby John. Timeout, Yellow Jackets. We'll take it with them.
New Horizons Realty is a full-service real estate company who has been helping buyers and sellers in Lakes Country for over 25 years. They understand the local market conditions because they are from here, live here, and have lifelong careers in real estate. Get a free estimate with an experienced, local, laid-back, and friendly agent that's a part of a team you can trust and will go to work for you. Visit permrealestate.com or call 218-346-7767 to speak with Chad and his dedicated team at New Horizons Realty in Perm.
Welcome back into the Hive out of the timeout. Barnesville leads 9-4. 6 away from heading home. Yellow Jackets hoping to get 11.
Interesting. You just wondering, like, Barnesville was in and out of the huddle, and they were on the court for quite a long time. You can understand what their coaching staff was doing, trying to get them back out, just continue that momentum. But you wonder, just standing on the court sometimes, if that's easy, and she knew what she was doing, right?
10-4 off the block. Megan Estegard been at the helm for Barnesville for a while and has done a great job with the Trojans. And an ace serve. And Barnesville has stole all the momentum. They lead 11-4. Reagan Hemberger will come in for Kunza. Now serving again will be Hafe. Right in Hamburger. Now there for Larson. Kept alive. Back row off the tape. Hamburger read it well though. She was ready. Now Hackle punches it over. And it's softly punched over by Axness, who's really had a big set 5 for Barnesville. Makes it 12-4. Yellow Jackets timeouts.
It's not necessary to build your business in Perham, Minnesota to be successful. But it sure does help. Hammers Construction. Your vision, our team.
Welcome back to the Hive. Barnesville has taken control of set 5. They kind of built on the momentum of winning set 4. In a game of momentum, it's all on the Trojan side of the court right now.
It is right now, and then again, they're serving the ball so well. It's really got the Yellow Jackets on their heels, and you got to believe that timeout was, hey, we need to keep moving here. We got to get our feet in place, get that good serve receive, and give us a chance.
Sam Molzoff will come in out of the timeout. Nelson set now for Hackle. Off the block, kept alive though by Barnesville. They send it over. Hamburger. There for Hackle, the middle, down for a kill inside the sideline. So the Yellow Jackets go on a run. It's 12-5. They'll need to. They want to win this one.
And again, I don't think that you got to play 1 point at a time here. As simple as that seems, you can't be thinking, hey, we got to make this big run. Let's take care of this point and then move on to the next one.
Molzoff keeps it alive. Nelson sends it back over. And that's sent well long on the attempt by Snowball, and it's now 12-6.
And there again, nice substitution by Coach Thompson. Sam Molzoff comes into the game, makes a great diving save that gives the Yellow Jackets a chance here.
John passes it up front row, tough pass. And the Yellow Jackets now make it 12-7. Illegal hit by Barnesville. So the Yellow Jackets closing. Now it's 12-7. Hackle still at the service line.
And again, if you're Barnesville, you're looking, you're going, we got 3 game points to go here. All we got to do is get this back. But the Yellow Jackets have done a great job. They're attacking. Abby John in the back row is as dominant as she's been in the front.
And this is a rotation that the Yellow Jackets have had success with, mainly because they found Greta Razor. They find her there. It's 12-8.
Right, and Greta has really had a good couple sets, and now we're getting that return time out by the Barnesville Trojans.
We all know you're looking through Zillow trying to find that perfect home. Better question is, have you been pre-approved for it? If you're looking at making a move this year, getting pre-approved is going to be a great first step for you. What a pre-approval is going to do is it's going to set filters on your search and give you realistic expectations on what kind of homes you should be looking for. To get pre-approved, stop in and see us or visit us online at ucbankmn.com. I'm Alec Meyer, I'm a mortgage lender, and let's get ready to move this year.
Out of the timeout, Barnesville quickly on the court. Yellow Jackets extended time in the huddle. 12-8 the score. In the game, that's how the Trojans win set 1, 25-11. The Yellow Jackets came back, took the next 2, 25-22, and then Barnesville took the fourth, 25-22. Took control of this one early to lead 12-8. Now the Yellow Jackets trying to come back. Here's the serve from Henkel. Tough hits, and it goes out the hand. Nelson was diving. Goes off the hands of Hemberger, and it's now 13-8.
Rasmussen with the kill there, and you got to think every time that the Trojans now, it's a 2-point game for them, and now they get John back closer to the front row.
Go to Hemberger. Now it's Razor will punch it over. Maximus saved at the last second. Now John pushes it over. Hackle. Coast for Razor. Razor too long. Game. Set or match points for Barnesville. Nelson will send it over. Barnesville with the opportunity here. You know who they're going to. And she delivers. Abby John ends it for Barnesville.
Yeah, and that's kind of the story of the whole match. I think you can look at a few different things, and one of the things that you take away for the Yellow Jackets is, man, it was nice to see Addie Hackle serve real well, and that rotation really did well for the Yellow Jackets. They just didn't have enough to keep Abby John off the front row, and she's not the lone. She's got a good supporting cast, I guess is what I'm trying to say, but wow, is she tough when she gets into that middle.
Abby John, as you said, with her supporting cast tonight, comes back with the victory as they earn a 3-2 win tonight over the Yellow Jackets. But on the other side, the Yellow Jackets, a lot of great things to take away. They battled after a very sluggish first set, battled back, had a 2-1 lead, but again, Barnesville just got in the right rotations in the right time and got on the run, and then that momentum. And when you have players like Abby John and Lexi Hive, they really know how to find their weapons, do the Trojans.
They certainly do, and they know where they're going, and it's maybe a little bit more of that veteran team. A couple things I took away from tonight. Man, Cameron Coast could be something special as a setter. She got to a lot of balls today, Jason, and she put in tough situations, or really putting hitters in some decent spots. The other thing is, Jocelyn Griffin, I thought she had a really good swing on the ball tonight, and it came from both sides of the net. She's been a predominantly offensive right side, but it came from the left side as well tonight, and that's a changeup. And boy, that's nice to see for the Yellow Jackets, because you already have 2 or 3 really good hitters. Now you add 1 or 2 more, and they could get pretty dangerous by the end of the year.
The Yellow Jackets dropped tonight's decision 3-2. We'll take a break, come back with your 549 Media postgame show here from the Hive.
It's not necessary to build your business in Perham, Minnesota to be successful. But it sure does help. Hammers Construction, your vision, our team.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Why would you wander around a warehouse store looking for paint when you could just swing by your neighborhood Ace? In addition to Ace's award-winning service, we have top-rated paint brands. Plus, our color matching technology allows us to match any color. So stop wandering and start painting. Head to your neighborhood Ace today.
Hi, this is Mallory Stotterell
and Erica Saylor from Lakes Ace Hardware.
You can expect expert help for your next project at Lakes Ace Hardware,
right here in downtown Perham.
What sets the world's leading hospitals apart from the rest? It's their continued ability to deliver the highest quality patient care. Perham Health is honored to be a top 10 Minnesota hospital. Patients experience it, and Newsweek has recognized it. Even during the unpredictability of the pandemic, the nurses, doctors, and many others at Perham Health put their best foot forward. Thank you to everyone at Perham Health for continuing to provide the best patient care.
Well, welcome back to the Hive. I'm Jason Groth with Lance Rock. We're now joined by Yellow Jacket Eddie Hackle. A battle tonight with Barnesville. First overall, your take on tonight's contest?
I think that we really battled it out and put it all on the court, and we saw a lot of improvement on our side. Still a lot of learning to do, but I think that it's improvement, and that's all that's really important.
Your team, after a very tough first set, regrouped in the locker room, came back out, and really came back focused. What was the kind of the message there, and how'd you guys come out of that?
Well, we just kind of realized that that's not us playing on the court, and, Paige just, got on us, which is a good thing, as she should, but I think that we took it in a good way and came back ready to fight.
Addie, first of all, thanks for coming up. It's tough to be interviewed after a tough loss like that, but you guys played really well. One of the things I was impressed with, and maybe you can speak to, is your serve game tonight. You seem to be spot on. Was there something different? Did you feel it in warm-ups? What happened, because you really orchestrated a few runs for your team tonight?
Yeah, so in practice, Mosier is really hard on us to get our serve in. And I just kind of put myself in a position where I was like, for my team to be successful, I need to serve. And I just came ready, and, I just took a deep breath and served.
Well, I think you got an A grade tonight on that area, because
you
really led your team. Well, just a question that not so much about this game, but where do you like to play the best? I've seen you hit from the middle. I've seen you hit from the right. Seen you hit from the left. You seem equally confident from all areas. Is there a spot you like better than the other, and why?
Every spot is very different.
Yeah.
So I think what I do on the court right now, where I'm able to hit middle, right side, outside, that's what I really like to do. I can't pick a spot. They're all different in their own way.
Fabulous answer.
You guys, a young squad that are continuing to grow. You look at the differences that you see from week one and day one of the season to where you're at now. What's some of the thoughts and the strides that you've seen your team make right now?
Well, a lot of our team never had varsity experience, so it's just kind of teaching them the faster pace of the game. And, every practice, we just try to get 1% better every day.
And I think going into this weekend, we'll just switch gears a little bit. We know it's not going to be easy, but there's some really good things about going away from home. Some team bonding, some time to be away, some time to just gather yourselves. What are you looking forward to this weekend as you hit the tournament?
I am looking forward to team bonding. I think that as new people not playing together, it's really good to build chemistry. Also, the competition is it's insane. It's you see talent from all the world. It's insane.
Yeah, and we talked about it earlier. Sometimes you got to play the best to be your best, and I think you guys will 100%. Go out and do it. So I don't know if Jason has anything else, but we'd just like to thank you for coming up. We know it's not easy. Thank you for a great interview, and we wish you nothing but the best this weekend.
Thank you. Love talking to you.
And that's Perham Yellowjacket Eddie Hackle here on the 549 Network. We'll take a break and come back and wrap things up from the Hive.
Hear that? That's your team here at KLN cheering you on as you go through this crazy journey of life. Having a career that sets you up with a great team to cheer you on can really make a difference. Here at KLN Family Brands, not only do you have a team that's there for you, but you have benefits that will set you up to win every day. With healthcare coverage as low as $25 a month, tuition reimbursement, a $10,000 home loan program for qualified employees, recruiting bonuses, and more. Apply today, build your tomorrow at klnfamilybrands.com.
Welcome back to the Hive. Once again, we'd like to thank Eddie Hackle. Like you said, Lance, tough after a tough loss to come up, but we are grateful for her coming up for a post-game interview tonight. Really did a nice job for the Yellow Jackets. However, they suffer a tough 3-2 defeat now. We turn the page tomorrow night to the gridiron. The Yellow Jackets, Detroit Lakes at the Ted Minover Field. Should be a fun one. It's always a great rivalry. No matter what the outcome is, it's always a fun one when those two teams get together.
Absolutely, and it's just it's that things you look forward to being a high school, and I'm old, and I still look forward to Thursday night or Friday night or Tuesday night volleyball games, being in the gym. but there's just something very sentimental about Friday Night Lights when it kicks off and the weather's a little cooler in the fall and you get a little dew on the grass, and that's kind of a perfect world to be in. So, again, Coach Thompson and a team, you can see growth, Jason, and it's not going to be long, I don't think, that you see them pulling out these victories that are close losses for them right now. You could hear it in the voice even of a younger but veteran player in Addie Hackle as she came up, and she's very confident in what their goal is and what they're doing. And when you have that laser-like focus of we're going to do this and good things are going to happen.
Couldn't agree more with you, Lance, on that one. The Yellow Jackets so dropped tonight by a score of 3-2 against the Barnesville Trojans. They're back in action tomorrow at the Southwest Minnesota Challenge, and it should be a fun battle and experience for them. Addie Hackle, like they said, looking forward to the team bonding and that experience over the weekend. Well, for Lance Rock, I'm Jason Groves. We thank you for tuning in. Make sure to tune in tomorrow night, as I'll be joined by Kyle Haberman as the Yellow Jackets get ready to take on Detroit Lakes on the gridiron. Kickoff, 7 o'clock, pregame show, roughly around 6:40 p.m. Make sure to tune in. Hope you enjoy it. We thank you and have a good night.